Hello everybody, we're here with the Black Outdoorsmen, another Master Hunter interview. We're here with Mr. Tony Hill. We're coming to you from an undisclosed location. And all I need to tell you about this man is a Master Hunter, and we're going to give him his due. I want to elevate what he's done and share it with you, because a lot of times there's things that are going on out here that we know nothing about. So Tony, tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, let's just start with who you are, where you're from, what you do for a living.
Name is Antonio Hill, go by Tony, originally from South Hampton County. Been in the pavement maintenance business for 39 years, and been hunting basically all my life.
All your life. Okay. Who started you hunting?
A buddy of mine, we started out squirrel hunting.
Started with squirrels?
With squirrels, rabbits, deer, and then big game.
And as you guys are going to see in a minute, some really big game. Okay. Outstanding. Let me ask you something. When you started your sportsman's career, what motivated you? I mean, what drew you to being a sportsman?
Well, I like the outdoors, first of all. Mm-hmm. And whenever you're in outdoors, and it's just very calming and relaxing, so I really enjoy the outdoors.
Okay. What's some of the places you've hunted? Where have you been?
From Florida, Ely, Nevada, upstate Pennsylvania, so good places.
Okay. Now, if I understand this correctly from your friends who dropped the dime on you, you have been able to secure hunts in some really far off places. What happened right before COVID? What did you have planned?
I had planned a trip to Africa. We were looking to take Cape Buffalo, zebra, kudu, eland, zebra. Was going to try to do the warthog and a couple other animals.
Right.
We were ready.
Okay.
Clothes were packed.
Everything was ready to go.
Tickets ready to go.
And COVID changed everything, like it has for all of us. So,
yes.
All right. Hopefully, we got this thing going in the right direction, where we can see maybe the end of the tunnel in this thing. What is your next big plan? Where are you going to go?
I'm still scheduled to go to Africa, but now it's been pushed to 2022.
Okay.
So, and maybe I'd like to get over to Canada, but right now nobody's letting us go.
Okay. All right. Little restrictions. All right. As we talk about the Black Outdoorsmen, I just want everybody to understand, this is to highlight people of our persuasion who've done great things as sportsmen. But we're all inclusive, and as you're going to see in other videos, I've got friends of every persuasion, and like I said, I just want to shine a light that, hey, the outdoors is for everybody. And if you've never been hunting, it's not too late to start. The number one thing to do is get with somebody who does it. Get your paperwork ready, take a hunter safety course, and immerse yourself into the culture. Being a hunter also requires being safe. What can you tell people about gun safety and what you've experienced, and maybe even some of the bad things you've seen?
The biggest thing about gun safety, especially if you're hunting with clubs, deer clubs, the thing is you don't need to load your gun until you get to the stand. You need to unload the gun before you leave the stand. Treat every gun as if it's a loaded gun, because that's how a lot of people get hurt.
Exactly. That's one of the big things that, so I've hunted personally with hunt clubs. There's nothing better than a serious pack of dogs that are on point, burning the deer down, and the sound starts coming to you, and you know that you can hear them breaking brush coming to you. There's nothing more exciting than that. But even in that, because it's more of a group type of thing, and rarely do I get, now, people aren't perfect, and there's some really good clubs, and there's some really bad clubs, and there's some clubs with great people in them and bad people in them. So hunting is no different in society. There's good and bad, but I've always been fond of still hunting. Okay. That's my style. What's your style? What's your preferred style?
When I do bow hunt a little, so that's pretty much almost still hunting. And still hunting is a little bit more challenging because you've got to read the signs. And also, he's not coming past you running 200 miles an hour.
Exactly. And early bird gets the worm, and you get an early season of whatever season you're going to hunt. That's really where you want to be. All right. As I think about this, what would you consider, of all the things out here, the best type of hunting that you like to do? Are you a rifleman? Are you you like handgun, shotgun, archery, crossbow?
I definitely like the bow hunting part, and I've done rifle and I've done shotgun. So I'm just sort of avid outdoorsman. So I'm open, you know. So one's not so much better than the other.
All right, you've got a nice elk here. We're going to take a look at that here in a few minutes. What was your cartridge of choice for that elk?
175 grain Hornady.
Hornady?
Yep.
In what caliber?
7mm.
7mm Magnum. Okay, that's a brutal round. Very fast, fast, and it gets there fast and very quick ballistic coefficient going through the air. So it's a good canyon to canyon type of rifle.
Yes,
okay, all right. I know that you've got a bear over here. What's your preference for bear?
Same 7mm.
7mm. Okay, I see a pattern forming here. All right. How about deer? What's your favorite?
Shotgun and crossbow based.
Shotgun and crossbow. Okay.
Haven't done much rifle hunting with deers because we're sort of in a non-rifle type.
Yeah. Right. It's hilly, but it's not. It's too dense.
Yes.
Population. I get that. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do here now is we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to take a look at some of these really nice big game and some small game that Tony's been able to take down. All right. All right, Tony, tell us about this fox here. Where was it taken? What type of hunt? What type of weapon?
I was actually up in Cumberland and we were deer hunting, and the dogs ran him out, and basically 12-gauge shotgun, double-aught bucks, Remington.
That'll do it, definitely.
Yes.
I'm lucky you got a fox left. The double up is sure. I've killed quite a few foxes, and my favorite round has always been 22 mag.
Okay.
But I wouldn't hesitate these days to use the 223 on them.
Okay.
All right. Just tell us about the bear here. What you got?
390-pound black bear, believe it or not, taken in Chesapeake, Virginia.
Chesapeake, yeah. Down there, Conland Road area?
Near Dismal Swamp.
Dismal Swamp, yes. Plenty of black bear down in Dismal Swamp.
Plenty of black bear, and 7mm.
7mm mag, okay.
175 grains.
Excellent. All right. What do we have here? This looks like reptilia.
Yeah. 11 feet 10 inches alligator out of Florida.
Okay.
And used 308.
308. If I understand correctly, shot placement is typically right at the top of the head.
That is correct. It's right.
Could you show us?
Yes.
Where's your shot placed on him?
It's right here.
Right there. Small brain, but easy to hit when their head's above the water.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. What do you think the weight of this gator was?
He was right at 450 pounds.
450 pounds.
Uh-huh.
Right, and the alligator, from what I understand, all their power is in the closing of the jaw. They don't have the power to open it. So once you get the weight on it, they can't.
That is correct.
Can't get you. Okay.
And one thing that people sort of overlook is a lot of alligators will live till they're 100 years old. Well, the reason why is when they lose teeth, they reproduce.
Right. So they're like a shark, always replacing their predator set.
Right.
Right, man, that's a heck of a thing. Yeah. All right. What kind of skull do you have for us here?
That is the bear skull.
Okay. And these are rounds used?
Yes, sir. Okay. That is correct.
Excellent. Look at that. Excellent. And there's some of the footage from the alligator?
That is correct.
Okay. Excellent. And what kind of skull do you have over here?
This is the skull to the Russian boar.
Russian boar, which is the boar that we have here.
That is correct.
All right, let's go take a look at this boar. Now, there's a lot of boars out there. There's a Tennessee Razorback, or the Razorback. There's a Russian.
Yes.
And then there's these feral hogs and whatnot that we commonly run into. Tell us about this hog.
He's about 750-pound hog. He was shot, believe it or not, with a 20-gauge slug gun.
I can believe that.
240 grains.
I can believe that. Mm-hmm.
He turned out to be the most formidable opponent. He actually charged.
Yeah.
I shot him a couple of times. So,
right.
But it's pretty good eating.
I believe. These are the cutters?
Yes.
Okay. And so if he can't get you, if he can't run you over and stomp you in the ground, if he can just get past your leg with one of these, they can take you down right here.
That's correct.
These are some really tough hombre.
Yeah.
Excellent. What do you tell us about this deer here?
That was my first bow kill.
Your first bow kill,
Yes.
okay, all right.
And even though he's a young buck, but you know, and killed him here on my property.
Okay, that's
So
a crossbow.
Yes.
Okay.
Which made it extra special.
Yeah, that looks like a, I don't know, is that a wasp, jackhammer broadhead there?
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. All right. All right, let's go look at some scary stuff now. What do we have here?
This is a mountain lion that I took out of Ely, Nevada. He weighs roughly 150 pounds, and it is a tom. And what makes him so neat is that when he bites you, he takes these backwards dew claws, and that's how he keeps his prey into
And
him.
leverages them into the jaw set. Actually, locks in. Yeah, these things are really impressive. This is the lion native to North America. We were hunting out in Emporia, Virginia, and two of my buddies have said that they've seen these things coming up behind them and chasing deer. Now, Game Commission says that they don't exist. A lot of people in Emporia say that they do. So I'm not here to make a statement whether that's true or not, but these are typical, when they were to stalk you or approach you, they typically will wait and get behind you.
Correct.
And come up from behind. A lot of people in these areas, they wear hats that have eyeballs on the back of the hat to keep them, to keep them from happen. Yeah, and they can jump on you from above as well.
Yes.
So this is definitely, he's airborne for sure. All right, man, this is impressive. This is impressive. A lot of people never even get to see one in the wild, much less enjoy one in their man cave, man. I'm gonna give you your props on that. That's awesome.
Thank you.
All right, is that one of the, what is that?
That is his skull.
That's his skull. Okay, cool. What you got up here? What's your bass you have there?
Believe it or not, 1994, at a private pond, 7 pounds, 1 ounce.
That's a good bass. You're getting the seven range. That's good. It's bigger, but seven's respectable.
Caught him on a night crawler. I'm just so country boy.
Hey man, look, more bass have been caught on night crawlers. That's why they're making artificial night crawlers. So that's all the worm is.
Yes, sir.
So that's cool. All right. Moving over here, we got another big buck.
Both kill in Capron, Virginia.
Capron. I've hunted in Capron before. A lot of nice deer in Capron.
Yes.
That's a pretty deer. Who did the mount for that?
Kip Hughes.
Kip Hughes. Hughes Taxidermy. Okay,
Correct.
cool. I'm very familiar with them out of Winsburg, Virginia.
Yes, sir.
Good company. Excellent. All right, take us down the line here.
Well, this one here, each deer has a story, and I was out hunting in Sussex County, and believe it or not, the fellows were up high, and this deer decided to make his move and come across an open field. And it's just such a great shot. I had to mount.
Oh yeah. And I believe in that. I've got the biggest deer I killed, my master deer, is from Sussex.
Okay.
And he killed in a muzzleloader, and he's in the Buckmaster Trophy record book in 17th position, at least as of the printing of that book. And so, man, more pictures were taken of that deer before I even got into the deer checking station than I even had a week after owning the deer. I mean, my friends were mailing me pictures of them taking the deer. Cars were turning around, following me to the check station. So that's my top trophy. But it doesn't mean that some of my lesser deer weren't the most memorable.
Correct.
A shot I made on the doe with a bow at 40 yards, and I had just learned and taught a class on the femoral artery. And I took that shot, and she dropped and bled out within about 20 yards.
Wow.
And so, with witnesses, so that's what counts, So, but yes, it didn't have to be. A trophy is to each person what it means to them. And I just want to point that out. All right, let's keep moving. What you got?
And this one here was shot in Cumberland, and basically, a buddy put me on a stand, and I says, "No deer's coming through this stuff," and come look, he's coming through, his head hung up, and so he had, and then a good friend of mine said, "Pass, this was our last hunt together." So
Okay.
That made
that makes it memorable because you can look at that and remember your buddy.
That's correct.
Yeah, man, that's what makes hunting cool. People say, "Why you got them deer heads on your wall?" Look, man, this may be my last hunt. We get hit by a bus tomorrow, I'll never hunt again. And we can kind of look back at that and all the friends that were involved and the feelings that you had and stuff, and it tastes good.
Yes, sir, they do. And
All right, tell us about this deer.
like I said, we were headed to the stands, and I stepped to the side, and This is why you shouldn't be doing a lot of talking while you head to the stands. And this deer just let everybody pass. And he had no idea I was over in the corner, and he stood up. And of course that took care of that. And then they had not even released the dogs yet. He was just trying to make his way out. Hers coming in.
That's appreciable because, I mean, let's look at it. It's county horns. What you got, that's a mature deer. And whether they're the biggest deer you've seen or a small one, 8 years old or 8 pointers and above, they've lived long enough to get there. And these deer are far smarter than many people give them credit for. I've seen a deer being chased by dogs almost on top of him, and the deer just laid down in the water, and the dogs rolled on right past him, and he took off and went the other way. They'll sit there and watch you walk, and as soon as they feel that you're not in their thing, they do their stuff. Plus, they're camouflage. When you look at a deer, you don't see camouflage like we wear, hunting camouflage and military camouflage. Yeah, they're the hardest thing to see.
That's correct.
And so, that doesn't surprise me that deer lived that long. Probably pulled those tricks on everybody else, but didn't get past you. All right.
And last but least, this one came from South Hampton County, again in Capron, and right around Thanksgiving time, and I was actually headed to the stand, and he comes right down Broadway, straight to me, and that sort of took care of that. Yeah, those chocolate-looking horns.
Yeah, they say that this is due to the tanning in some of the swamps, some of the cypress trees have that dark, and sometimes they rub on them to pick that up. I mean, I'm not a biologist, but a lot of the reading tells some deer a whole horn set is chocolate.
Okay.
So there might be some genetics. I'm not sure. All right, now here we go. I want you to stand by and talk about it.
Took him in upstate Pennsylvania. He scored out at 415 inches, right around 1,000 pounds. Took him with a 7mm, 175 grain hornady. And
what was your shot? What was the distance where you shot?
I was roughly about 125 yards.
125. There's a lot of people who miss 125-yard shots, and I've seen guys drop them from canyon to canyon. But this is an impressive animal.
Thank you.
Okay, but where exactly was it? Did you say?
Upstate Pennsylvania.
Upstate Pennsylvania. Okay. Wow. Yeah, there's guys go a lot farther west to see this.
Yes.
All right. Look at those, and these are. Let's see. What is the total point count on that?
415 inches.
415 inches.
Yes.
Okay. And we gauge elk and similar game, calling a so-so by so-so instead of an 8-pointer, 9-pointer. We say a whatever by whatever.
8 by 7 or 8 by 9. Yes.
And what is this one?
This should be an 8 by 9.
An 8 by 9. Excellent. All right. Well, it's been a pleasure having you let us in and show us what you've got.
Well, thank you guys for the opportunity.
All right. Well, thank you, sir. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Black Outdoorsmen, we're out.